What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I am back for another commentary. And this is another episode of my Cincinnati Bengals owner mode here in Madden 25 for the PS3. And I just want to give you guys my most sincere apology. Once again, in a divisional matchup, the file for Sony Vegas messes up. And it's weird because it's all losses. And we got torched by Ben Roethlisberger. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I swear on everything I love from the bottom of my heart, I promise you guys, there's nothing I'm doing on purpose to not show you guys the losses. You know, I show you guys everything. I mean, it's not even like it's head-to-head. But I know some Madden players that think they're so good. And they don't like showing their subscribers their losses. You guys know I'm not like that. It's a season. I want to show you guys all 16 games. But like when I stop playing for a while, I end up either losing the file or the foul just is wacky. And we ended up, like I said, losing this one to Ben Roethlisberger. He threw 5 touchdowns on us, only 1 interception. And you guys can probably guess, as you guys see right there, EJ Gaines caught that 1 interception. And after this video, I will have a 41-minute video coming for our midseason report. I'm a little late on that, but those 2 missed field goals by Zach Hawker right there, I just want to point that out. Those proved to be really big for the Bengals and the Steelers in that game. But like I said, the next video is a midseason report. Like I said, I'm a little bit late, and that's going to be 41 minutes. So I don't know if you guys, I'm going to give you guys a few days to watch that. I might give you guys like a week before I come out with another one of these. I just want to give you guys all the time to watch it, because I'm pretty sure nobody is going to sit there for 41 minutes and watch that whole entire video. But if you guys do, I just want to thank you guys ahead of time. I mean, I'm going all around the league showing you guys everything, explaining my off-season tactics, what I want to do in the off-season, what I'm going to be going for. I do some scouting as well, looking for a cornerback. For when Leon Hall retires, Terrence Newman should be retiring. We look at the re-signings, we compare stats between our players, and we do a lot of things in that episode. But the last video, the only video this season, actually, I should say, that I couldn't show you guys other than the Steelers one, was the one versus the Ravens in Baltimore. This time they're visiting Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, and this should be a really good game. So I'm going to show you guys the roster. They, like I said about the Texans, they still have the same base roster, it seems like. And I didn't know. This is just something that I wanted to talk about, as I'm going to be talking about Anquan Bolden, but because he's going up versus his old team. But last year he had 1,300 receiving yards and was a part of a 16-0 team. So that guy is the type of guy that I wanted to bring into our offense. And he's proved very, very big for us, because he's been that leader. He's been a part of a winning team, and he's had some success in the playoffs. He has a Super Bowl with this team, the Ravens. So he's the leader that we wanted on offense, and he's a great blocker too. Has really sure hands, really tough guy. But wait. Joe Flacco should know this. He's been playing against Leon Hall his entire career. No catch in the hallway without a Hall pass. And Andy Dalton is going to dump this one off to Sanu, and he actually catches the ball, but he gets popped at the end of that play after a gain of 16 yards. First down and 10, the Bengals are driving right now. We're going to hand it off to our MVP, Giovanni Bernard, and you guys will see the MVP race next episode, in that long episode. Then we're going to hit our trade acquisition of the first season, Eric Decker. We actually re-signed him as well. I'm going to be going over some of these things as we go along, but Andy Dalton gets a rushing touchdown. One thing I haven't done since the return of this series is run that read option with Andy Dalton. He really has improved his speed, agility, and quickness, and carrying. As you guys see, he took the hit and still scored the touchdown and held on to the ball. But like I said, I'm going to be going over these things as the season goes on, because it's been a while since you guys have, watched this. But that could have been a pick for EJ Gaines right there. But anyway, I'm going subject to subject. Let me stick to one, but I'm going to be going over it because it's been a while since you guys have seen it, and I want to refresh you guys' memories on the things that we have done in the first season. If you guys don't remember, really fast, I just want to tell you guys, we lost in a very, very close game versus the Broncos in the AFC Championship last year. And then we went in the offseason and picked up a lot of good players, and then drafted some really good talent. And we should be ready to make that next step. And the only next step is to get to the Super Bowl. And we want to take 2 steps, actually, and go ahead and win that Super Bowl. So Dexter McCluster, Pro Bowl punt returner, is going to be popped on this play. The fumble will be recovered. It looked like Bishop was down, but he gets up and rumbles to the end zone for a touchdown. So after a pretty crazy turn of events, the Ravens are right back in this game, and we got a really good return out of McCluster following that disaster play on the punt return, and he got us into Raven territory. And you guys see we're going to try to take advantage of that. Play action pass for Andy Dalton, scooting to the left, sees a wide open Orson Charles, and that is the best Dalton can come up with. And then this time on 3rd down and 8, he's going to hit Decker. Decker holds on to the pass and takes the hit, and we will get a 1st and goal. We're going to hand it off from the shotgun formation, and Giovanni Bernard scores, and he tried to dive into the end zone but got stopped, but still rolled into the end zone, and that will make the score 14-7 in favor of Cincinnati. And we are going into the 2nd quarter now. Joe Flacco from the shotgun, 3rd down already, and Dennis Pitta could have fell forward for a 1st down, but look at the great tackling by EJ Gaines. Didn't even use his arms, just hit him with straight shoulder. And then look at this great play. As you guys see, the Bengals cannot do anything with the punt that we forced on defense. And you guys see we go to Anquan Bolden, and he will not be able to catch it after a great defensive play by Ladarius Webb. And they are on the move after getting the punt from the Bengals, and Torrey Smith will come up with that reception for 2 yards. 3rd down and 8. Joe Flacco's back to pass. Clean pocket. Goes deep to Ladarius Webb, and it will be caught and dropped as Sean Williams, our big hitting safety, will jar the ball loose. Andy Dalton faced with the 3rd down already. He will be sacked by Terrell Suggs, and we will not be able to do anything with the ball once again. Our defense is playing well, and so is theirs. And on 3rd down and 5 for the Ravens, following that punt, he will test the coverage of EJ Gaines, and the QB pains while EJ Gaines as he catches his 12th interception of the year already. And this guy is so good. And I just want to point something out to you guys. 0 of his picks are user picks. None of them. I do not user at all. And he's still coming up with these interceptions. I've tried different sliders. No matter what sliders I put on, this guy will dominate. I mean, he doesn't always play the best man coverage, but I think that's why QBs tend to test him, and they see each and every week, week in and week out, that is not a good decision to test the young EJ Gaines. Young, yet talented, and I'm really excited to have him on this team. He will be a beast for many years to come. Mark my words, guys. Anyway, I'm over here ranting and raving about EJ Gaines, and the Ravens have gotten on the board with another 7 points, so they have made the game 17-14 in favor of the Cincinnati Bengals. However, we've constructed a very quick drive. We got a few big plays, and we got down there and were able to get a Zach Hawker field goal, and that will make the game 20-14. Flacco, with just all kinds of time in the pocket, is going to find an open Brandon Lloyd, who extended his route over the coverage of EJ Gaines. And look at the play by Carlos Dunlap right there, shutting down Ray Rice before he could even get started, pushing the offensive lineman into the backfield, and that forced a 3rd and long, and we will be stopping them on 3rd down and 14, and we will get the ball back here in the end of the 3rd quarter. Dalton, with all kinds of time, just didn't want to throw a risky throw. AJ Green comes wide open and will make the diving catch for the ball, getting 2 feet down. Some very good footwork and a very good throw by Andy Dalton. That was one of his better deep throws of the season. We really don't see him throw accurate deep throws, but luckily this game he hasn't turned the ball over, and that is very good. And another good deep throw to Anquan Bolden, the former Raven and 49er, will catch a touchdown, and we will go for 2 to make it an even 28. And we do convert, so now we have a 2-possession lead over our division rivals. And I just wanted to put Joe Flacco's performance in perspective for a second here, as he's thrown 2 interceptions in the first game versus this Bengals defense. He did not throw a single incompletion. And look at the great tackle by Sean Williams, keeping Ballard from crossing the 1st down marker. But it would not matter, as Andy Dalton will come up with his first turnover of the game, and he will drop the ball after the sack. But like I was saying, he did not throw a single incompletion last time we played them, and that was the game I could not show you guys. And already in this game, he has thrown 2 interceptions. And as you guys see, we get called for a late hit right there, but Joe Flacco has been under fire all day, and he gets brought down right there again. And a great defensive play by Ray Maluga, stopping them on 3rd down. And they will have to settle for a Justin Tucker. Yeah, Justin Tucker. I'm sorry, I called him Justin Tuck. But Justin Tucker field goal right there, and that will make it an 11-point game. But Anquan Bolden, who has come up big in the second half, came wide open. And speaking of the devil, he is right there with another touchdown, his second touchdown versus his former team, and he is just playing very, very well. And this wide receiver core, I talk about it like every episode. They're just so talented, and the thing is, they'll only get better from here. And once again, the Ravens cannot come up with anything, and the Bengals are starting to run away with this game. And we are playing very, very well here at Paul Brown Stadium, and that has been pretty much the scene all season. I think all of our losses were on the road, if I'm not mistaken. And right here, we're getting a great return by Dexter McCluster that will get us all the way down to the 34-yard line. And on first down and 10, Giovanni Bernard is running the ball with a convoy in front of him. Will pick up 10 yards, 22 rushes, and 86 yards for him so far in this game. Second down and 10, we're going to go with a read option. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I forgot totally about that formation for Andy Dalton. And as you guys see right here, he's completed 9 passes in a row. And just like in that Texans game, he got really, really hot in the fourth quarter, and that seems to be what happened here today. And now we tack on our 42nd point of the day, and we are just mauling the Baltimore Ravens right now. And to seal off the deal, we get an interception by Reggie Nelson. So Joe Flacco did not follow up his no incompletion performance and 3 touchdowns over 300 yards. He's not following up that performance with a good one versus the Bengals. This time he was playing on the road, and this time, of course, the Bengals had time to, prepare for that. Try to take some stuff from the film and figure out what Joe Flacco does and what he likes to do, the plays that they call, and figure out how to shut him down. And it's sort of weird right there that Desmond Bishop got the player of the game, even though we had some better players on our team and we won the game. But, hey, Madden logic. Here are the stats. But like I said, this defense did a really good job of adjusting. EJ Gaines said, how am I going to have a game where I don't even allow, or I allow this guy to play against his defense and throw no incompletions? And I guess that motivated him, and he went out and caught an interception. So did the Hall monitor, Leon Hall. So this defense played very, very well and a lot better than they did in the first matchup. And I'm sorry that I couldn't show you guys that. It was just pretty much a torching of this defense. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and look out for the next video, which will be no gameplay, just around the league and a midseason report that I'm a little bit late with. And I'll see you guys then later.